Hello everybody, this is Nyle with Financial Time Traveler, here to give you an update on the power of the dollar in 2016. Now, recently, the Bureau of Economic Analysis released their August 2016 report of the reading of CPI, or the Consumer Price Index, which tells us inflation rates. Now, the inflation rates are important because they tie into the Fed's dual mandate, not that there's anything wrong with that, which states that they need to maximize employment and have a low and stable inflationary environment for the economy. Now, the Fed prefers the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, which is slightly different than the CPI, but close. Now, the CPI comes in two different flavors. We have the headline CPI, which includes a full basket of goods and services. And then we have the core CPI, which excludes food and energy. We exclude food and energy because prices are volatile, so excluding them helps give us a long-term view. Now, both of these came in hot. For August, the core reading was positive 2.3%. Headline reading, a positive 1.1% inflation rate. However, not convincing enough for the Fed, as they did not raise interest rates and kick the can down to December. Now, core inflation has not been over 2.5% since 2007. It has not been over 3% since those crazy and wild times in 1995. I'm talking about Michael Jordan coming back. I'm talking about the Super Nintendo. I'm saying we cloned a sheep. Remember Dolly the sheep? We cloned it. Well, all that, not as crazy as 1980. The highest year-over-year core reading since data started being released in 1958 is at 13.1% when we look at April of 1979 to April of 1980. And that same month, just isolating April of 1980, saw an inflation reading of 14.6%. Now, that's crazy. And savings rates, mortgage rates were also insane at that time as well, and we've seen a decline since. Now, energy and commodities are among the categories showing a sharp decline in inflation for August. Now, energy saw a decline. We see price at the pump that have gone down. We've also seen meat, poultry, fish, and eggs have gone down, infant and toddler apparel. So go scoop up that onesie you always wanted to get your niece or nephew. And personal computers and equipment, which are adjusted for quality, have all seen large drops as well. Now, categories that have seen an increase are big ticket items. So shelter, medical care, and educational books and supplies are among the categories that saw sharp increases. Now, despite the small pickup of inflation expectations as measured by the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Survey remain at near all-time lows. Now, a crazy factoid, if we're looking since 1988, the power of the dollar as adjusted for inflation has fallen in half since those years in 1988. So in 1988, if you had a dollar then, it's worth about 50 cents today. So as we look to the future of what we are predicting and what we're saving towards, what our nest egg needs to be 30 years from now, maybe you need to double that to give us a good reading. So there you have it. This is Nyle from Financial Time Traveler. Make sure to subscribe by clicking that logo on the left-hand side. We have podcasts, we have videocasts, we have original thought on our blogs as well, membership areas. This is Nyle giving it to you in one take about the power of the dollar in 2016. Have a great rest of your week. See you in the future.